Welcome to the Radiant Love Podcast, where we uncover the eternal romance between God and the waiting heart. I'm your host, Dawn J. Douglas, devotional writer, Bible teacher, and disciple of Jesus Christ, and I'm inviting you on a weekly journey that will reshape how you see love, healing, and identity as a woman of faith. This podcast is the audio companion to my latest devotional book, Radiant Love, The Eternal Romance of God and the Waiting Heart. Today's reading is Week 3, Introduction, Eros, Love. If you haven't listened to Week 1, Storge Love, or Week 2, Philo Love, I recommend listening to those days to gain fuller insight on God's great love for you. If you'd like to follow along with the full devotional, the companion book Radiant Love is available now on Kindle and in print. So subscribe, grab your journal, and get ready to be seen, pursued, healed, and made whole. If you find these episodes encouraging to you, would you consider sharing them with a friend? Also, I'd love to hear from you and get your feedback from the lesson. If you feel led, please post a comment. I respond to all comments, and I would be delighted to hear from you. Week 3, Introduction, The Bridegroom's Desire, Eros, Desire without shame, intimacy without fear, love without violation. You've probably heard of Eros as erotic love. Intense, passionate, sensual. The kind that fills novels and fuels fantasies. The kind that inflames desire, but often leaves behind ashes, betrayal, soul ties, deep confusion, and shattered worth. The kind of love many women have experienced, not as intimacy, but as exploitation. But the love of God is not like that. His desire does not dominate, diminish, or demand. The eros of God is not carnal or corrupted. It is not pornographic or performative. It is holy desire, sacred, intentional, covenantal longing. In our world, Eros is often portrayed as overwhelming passion, something uncontrollable, impulsive, and self-seeking. It's the kind of desire we see in movies, music, and culture, seductive, rushed, emotionally intense, but often emotionally unsafe. And when disconnected from God, this kind of desire can become destructive. It leaves behind heartbreak, confusion, and cycles of longing that never lead to fulfillment. But when Eros is redeemed by God, it becomes something entirely different, a window into the fierce, holy longing of Christ for his people. It's not just passion, it's pure pursuit. It's not reckless, it's relational. It doesn't consume to satisfy lust. It gives to establish oneness. The Song of Songs whispers of it. The prophets cry out with it. The imagery of Revelation reveals it. You are the beloved, and he is the bridegroom who desires you with a holy, eternal love. God is not content to be your creator alone. He longs to be your bridegroom. This week, we will not shy away from the language of desire. We will not run from the fire of longing. Instead, we will learn to see God rightly as the one whose desire is not rooted in need, but in fullness. He doesn't pursue you to get something from you. He pursues you to give you what you were created for, union with him. This is not romanticized religion. This is scripture. Hosea's God says, I will allure her and speak tenderly to her. Zephaniah's God says, he will rejoice over you with singing. Isaiah's God says, your maker is your husband. Jesus calls himself the bridegroom, and you, his beloved bride. Eros in God's hands is not rushed. It's not impulsive. It doesn't demand favors, flirt for validation, or disappear when you say no. It waits. It woos. It washes you with the water of the word. It prepares a place for you. It pledges itself fully forever. God's eros isn't driven by impulse or self-interest. It's holy desire rooted in covenant. Where the world's version often strips dignity, God's desire clothes you in honor. Where others manipulate, he restores. Where passion in the flesh leaves you empty, intimacy with God fills you with joy. He doesn't reach for your body to consume you. He draws near to unite with your soul. This is not performance-based affection. It is the pure longing of a bridegroom for his beloved, whole, sacred, and eternal. So this week, we press into the mystery of divine desire. We ask questions few have dared to ask in church. What does it mean to be desired by God without shame? How do we reclaim intimacy as sacred? Can passion be holy? Can longing be healed? And what does it mean for Jesus to call himself the bridegroom and you, his beloved? Whether you've been wounded by counterfeit intimacy or numb from years of unfulfilled longing, this week is your invitation to rediscover the sacred fire of God's Eros. It is not a fire that burns to destroy, it is a fire that refines, purifies, and prepares. You were created for union, not just for obedience or servanthood, but for oneness, a covenantal intimacy with a God who desires you wholly and eternally. The image of the bridegroom is not just poetic, it's prophetic. He has not forgotten you. His desire for you is not restrained or reluctant. It is pure, intentional, and without shame. He's not drawing near to demand something from you, but to give himself fully to you. This is the mystery of divine love, a holy God who prepares his bride with his own righteousness and then comes not to take, but to fulfill.